So for our last designer for New York Fashion Week we wanted to talk about was Kate. This collection, I loved like 99% of the looks. Some of them I feel like they needed to go through iterations for her to finally land on something that really like struck. But overall, I really liked all of the individual items, but also how everything was styled. She made the pussy bow look really cool.
Yes, she did. I love this collection. I would wear basically every look, even stuff that is not really my aesthetic. She managed to make it look very cool and like effortlessly chic. I think a lot of this would be classified as like French girl style or, cool girl style because
Yeah.
although there are pieces, it's like you could build a wardrobe out of this collection. She has going out, she has casual, she has kind of a work, a vibe. So I think the show is very well executed. Some of the stuff is like YSL reminiscent, these peasant dresses. And I don't know, I always think of like YSL when I see a pussy bow or Dolce & Gabbana, but mostly YSL.
Oh yes.
But still, I guess she did it in her own way, and yeah, I love it. I like the sunglasses. I don't feel like I've seen that on the runway in a while.
I think even down to like
these horsehair looks. Oh yeah, go ahead. Say what you're.
Oh yes. Well, first, so like even down to like the styling of like makeup and hair, their hair it looks so like tousled. It looks like sex hair, but pretty. And I'm like, why is it my like flyaways don't look like that?
Oh yeah, because there's a difference between looking sexy and like carefree and disheveled. And I'm always looking more on this side disheveled.
Me too. Oh yeah, so then she had the dresses. It was the horsehair was built into the like dropped waist. That gives it kind of like the bubble effect. And I feel like that was one of the ones that she had to go and do a couple iterations of it, finally landing on the two that have like the black top with either the champagne bottom or the white bottom. And I think the other two was like the nude. And then we did talk about how like maybe it was also just the casting because the one with the nude top and the red bottom, she just seems very washed out because the nude is so similar to her tone.
If they just swapped those two girls, it would have made a big difference presentation-wise. Can you tell us about what horsehair is, why it's being put on clothes, how it works? People may not understand that. I know a little bit when it's on the bottom of dresses, but I don't know so much about it in detail.
Well, it's not actual horsehair. It's just like, at this point, it's just plastic. But it's to give that structure. It's like, you usually buy it in like ribbons. So it could be like in varying widths. And then most commonly it is in like gowns and such so that it gives it a bit more volume. So things kind of like, I guess, flounce in a particular way.
With the bubble skirts, we were critical about Dion Lee and his, skinny girls only clothes. I think that these bubble skirts are also kind of skinny only because even if you have a tiny little bit of hips, thighs, this is going to make you look bigger. And the girls are not really, we don't want that.
Recently, I was talking with somebody and we saw online that like, of course, the new cycle's back. Skinny is back in. All these celebrities, they're getting rid of all the BBL and what once was, curvy was in and beautiful and celebrated. Now we're back to like Kim skinny, Chloe skinny again this week. So yeah, I think we're back to that whole like skinny.
It's so crazy to see the Kardashians get skinny. Like, my God, what's going on here?
And light skinned.
I'm like, in light skin. They wash the tan off. They cut the asses off. We're back to Valley Girls. No more Latino.
Yeah, we don't want them either.
Oh, hilarious. I think the last two looks that we were going to talk about with the black sequin dresses, I'm not sure what's going on with the first one. I think that harkens back to what you were talking about with she had to do iterations of these looks because the first one looks like this was a trial run. And maybe this girl could be pregnant. Maybe she's hiding. Maybe she got a food baby. And then the second one looks like, oh, this is the real one. This is the one we're going to send out. The second one, but the first one I'd walk right past.
It's not flattering at all on the waist. kind of like what we mentioned about the Willie Chavarria collection, nothing there was like truly original. Maybe the floral like bottom situations, but we'd all seen it there before. But the way that it was executed on the models, for the most part, wasn't new. It wasn't exciting. I think kind of the same situation here. Like we've seen these silhouettes before. We've seen like all these garments. It's just the styling makes you like, I want to wear everything in this collection.
Definitely the styling. And not to take anything away from other people, but like that's the point of a fashion show, is to present the clothes that you made in the best possible light, and to give people that maybe can't afford everything from your collection a little bit of inspiration. Like, oh, okay, maybe I can't buy the full look, but I can afford the jacket, or I can afford this top. So the show gives me information about how to style this with the other things that I might have already, or that I can go buy from somewhere else. So people, I think, a lot of designers get frustrated when they put out this great work, but it wasn't styled properly. So like nobody buys it, or it doesn't seem wearable. That's what the critics will report about you, when really you just did not mix it up enough or present it in a, good light. So guys, remember there's pillars. I don't know if is it a 3-leg stool, the analogy people give. We got casting as number 1, because I don't want to see nobody out here with a monochromatic cast. I don't want to see all white. I don't want to see all black. I don't want to see all Asian. I want to see all of God's children. Then we need the styling, because the styling is key to support the number 1 post, and that's the good quality clothes. If you don't have all 3, you lost. Now in 2022, I see a lot of designers adding in, a 4th leg to their stool, and that's body inclusivity. Like they have bigger girls, they got medium-sized girls. They might even have an old person out there to combat ageism. I know everybody can't handle that, but we should try, because old ladies, with these price points that y'all are selling the clothes at most of the time, they're the only ones who can afford it. Let's keep it real.
It's weird that, we're marketing towards like this young and sexy, because like how many like 20-year-olds can actually purchase the like really expensive garments,
No.
We couldn't.
Like I couldn't. And then like the brands that I think do well, and who other brands are trying to model themselves after but miss out, it's the accessories that the girls are buying. They're wearing their Fashion Nova, they're wearing their Shein, they're wearing their Forever 21 with your Fendi bag, with your Louis Vuitton necklace, earrings, what have you. Even Hermes.
Yes.
I don't see too many ladies out in full ready-to-wear looks. I'm sorry. Of all classes.